If Filip Hrgovic was to defeat Moses Itauma on the 29th of August, it will be a big upset. That is the narrative surrounding this fight. For me personally, yeah, everyone that's saying that, that's calling a win for Filip Hrgovic, an upset, is crazy. I mean, absolutely diabolical. And I seriously don't understand why people are thinking like this, like the thinking behind it. Like if Filip Hrgovic, who's an Olympian, he has 3 times more the amount of rounds that Moses Itauma has, way more experience. He's battle tested. The guy is battle tested. He's been through the wars. He's been battered. He's survived. He is proven. Highly skilled fighter. World-class fighter, Filip Hrgovic, yeah? You're telling me if he beats Moses Itauma, who is very skilled, highly skilled, very talented young fighter, and I'm sure he's going to go on to dominate for many years to come, but you can't tell me, yeah, that Filip Hrgovic beating Moses Itauma is an upset. I'm sorry. I'm just not with that shit, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. For me, that is absolutely ridiculous for people to be talking like that, man. And you know what it is, yeah? It's mostly the British media that be talking like that. It's mostly the British media that hype up young prospects, yeah? And then when they don't achieve what they thought they would achieve, they bring them back down, man. They crush them. You know what I mean? They build them up just to bring them back down crashing. And I'm not one of the people, yeah, that do that, innit? I'm a realist. Like, I just keep it real. Like, I'm going to say this, like, Filip Hrgovic, yeah, yes, I get it. He's the underdog in this fight, right? I'm not a betting man. I don't bet. But looking online, looking at all these betting companies, yeah, Moses Itauma, for sure, he's the favorite to win this fight. And he might go on to win the fight, right? This is not a prediction video. I just want to really address this narrative that's doing the rounds. People talking about it's going to be an upset if Filip Hrgovic was to defeat Moses Itauma. Like, for me, that is crazy. That is nuts. It's wrong. If I was to tell you, forget who these two guys are, yeah? Remove their faces, like, remove the images, yeah? Forget it's Moses Itauma, Filip Hrgovic. Let's just say some 2 random fighters, and you look at both of their records, you compare them. Would you say if a fighter has Filip Hrgovic's record and another fighter had Moses Itauma's record, if that fighter was to beat Moses Itauma, yeah, just for argument's sake, would you really say that's an upset? You wouldn't really. You wouldn't say that. You would say, yeah, that makes sense. It's normal because the guy with the more rounds, more fights, you know what I mean, more experience, should be winning the fight. But because it's Moses Itauma, in this instant, everyone is like, yo, Filip Hrgovic is going to be a big upset if he defeats Moses Itauma. That is absolutely crazy, man. Like, Rico van Hooven beating Alexander Usyk, that's a big upset. That's an upset. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is an upset. I understand it. I get it. It makes sense, right? Because he's a novice. He's coming into boxing. He's a kickboxer, right? He should not be really pushing the greatest heavyweight of this era to the brink. You know what I mean? Push him to the point where it was looking sticky for Alexander Usyk. It was looking like, yo, it's do or die, mate. If you don't knock this guy out, you've lost on points. That is an upset. But you cannot be talking about Filip Hrgovic defeating Moses Itauma and that being an upset. That is disrespectful to Filip Hrgovic, man. And a lot of people have to be careful on how they're communicating, how they're talking about these fights, because you're gonna have to eat humble pie, mate. You might have to eat humble pie, mate, come the 29th of August. Because I just feel like Filip Hrgovic is being disrespected, man. And this is a guy, I'm talking from a coach's perspective, right? And I've studied both of these fighters. Like, I've done a film study on them. I've done the breakdown. You can go check it out. It's on the channel. I'll leave the link at the end of this video so you can watch it. And when I look at the skill set that both fighters possess here, like, the gap is not that much. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, whoa, it's a massive gap in skill set. for people to be talking like this, like for Filip Hrgovic to be this much of an underdog. I can understand where people are coming from when you're watching the highlight reels of Moses Itauma. Like, you've seen the speed, seeing the power. Like, you see all that, you're like, oh, damn it. Then you watch Filip Hrgovic, a bit slow, lethargic. Do you know what I mean? He takes his time. He's not as fast with his feet or his hands. And you're looking at it like, whoa, okay, yeah, he's going to get smoked. See, it's easy when you're just watching the highlight reels. Like, the reality is completely different because we're talking about Moses Itauma, who's not proven, unproven, never been tested thus far in his young career. He's going to get tested by Filip Hrgovic. And you know what? The same people that are pushing this narrative, right? Oh, if Filip Hrgovic defeats Moses Itauma, is going to be an upset, it's going to be a big upset, whatever, yeah? When Hrgovic, if Hrgovic was to defeat Moses Itauma come the 29th of August, do you know what these same people are going to be saying? Do you know what they're going to be saying? They're going to be saying, oh no, Moses Itauma, he had no experience. You know what I mean? He's young, he had no experience, that's why he lost. That's why Hrgovic won. Like, I feel like there's already built excuses. Ready-made excuses for Moses Itauma, like when he loses, if he loses against Filip Hrgovic. But for Hrgovic, for people to be saying, yo, it's going to be an upset, that's crazy. If Hrgovic defeats if he defeats Moses Itauma, you can't say it's an upset and then on the other hand say that, oh, Moses Itauma didn't have enough experience, he lacks experience, he's never been tested. You can't talk that shit. Let's keep it real. I'm just keeping it real. You can't talk that shit. You can't say that. Do you know what I mean? You can't say that. Double standards, man. You can't say that. Do you know what I mean? For me personally, yeah, this fight, as I'm looking at it now, yeah, it's a very close fight. Yes. This ain't a prediction video, but you would say, from the feel of things, watching both fighters, the youth, the speed, the athleticism, the power, the accuracy, the timing, a lot of it is on the side of Moses Itauma. So when you look at all of that, the skills, all these tools that both fighters possess, yes, you say that Moses Itauma is the favorite. But it's not going to be an upset if Filip Hrgovic was to defeat him, regardless of what tools Moses Itauma has. It's not going to be an upset because, like I said, Filip Hrgovic is battle tested. He's proven. Do you know what I mean? He's got that endurance. He's had to battle through some adversity in his career. He's come back strong. I mean, the guy, Filip Hrgovic, he's won the last 3 fights, man. He's undefeated, man. 20 fights, yeah. He's only lost 1. And that was Daniel Dubois. Do you know what I mean? That was Daniel Dubois. Like, when Daniel Dubois... Okay, let's look at it this way. This is where things are a bit crazy, a bit sketchy. When Daniel Dubois fought Filip Hrgovic, yeah, he lost against Alexander Usyk, right? Daniel Dubois was on a little bit of a streak as well. I think he beat Jerome Miller. Like, he was on a good streak there. And when Daniel Dubois was fighting against Filip Hrgovic, when Dubois beat Hrgovic, I think people were saying, yo, this is an upset. So, in one hand, Dubois beating Hrgovic, it was an upset for Dubois beating Hrgovic. But if you look at where Dubois was at that time, yeah, he was more battle ready. He was tested already, yeah. He had more experience than Moses Itauma, but it was an upset for Dubois to beat Filip Hrgovic. But it will be an upset this time around for Hrgovic to beat Moses Itauma, the same Itauma who hasn't got the same experiences as Daniel Dubois at the kind of same stage, if you know what I mean. Dubois has already lost to Joe Joyce. Dubois already lost to Usyk. Do you know what I mean? He's faced his adversity. His chin's been tested. He had a little bit of experience, but it was still an upset for Dubois to defeat Filip Hrgovic. But for Moses Itauma, who hasn't got the same experience as Daniel Dubois when Dubois fought Filip Hrgovic, it will be the other way around. Filip Hrgovic will be causing an upset if he was to defeat Moses Itauma. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, my people. Like, seriously, man. People need to stop this shit, man. For me, If Filip Hrgovic was to go in there on the 29th of August and defeat Moses Itauma, for me, it would be normal. It would be, in fact, it would be expected. It would be expected. I mean, listen, look at the guy's record, man. Look, I'm just gonna flip my screen for a second. I feel like look, Hrgovic here. Let's go to his amateur record. Yeah, like the guy's got what, 219 rounds in the amateurs. Yeah, Moses Itauma, I think he's got 44 rounds. I mean, look at that, man. Look at that. It's not even close. You know, it's not even close, man. Look at the experience of Hrgovic, man. Seriously. Look at the experience of Hrgovic, man. Some of the fighters in there, Daniel Dubois, Gilles Zhang, man, Joe Joyce, David Adelaide, man. I mean, he's been through the mill. This guy, yeah, he's battle tested. He's ready for this shit, man. Moses Itauma, young, very talented indeed. Do you know what I mean? 85% KO ratio, undefeated. But he has not got the same experience. He's not been battle tested the same way Filip Hrgovic has been battle tested, man. So people that are saying it's going to be an upset for Filip Hrgovic, he feels to defeat Moses Itauma, that, for me, man, that narrative there, I don't agree with that, man. I'm not running with that. I'm just keeping it real, man. Like, that's not me, man. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real, man. It's not going to be an upset if Filip Hrgovic was to beat Moses Itauma. Because listen, if Hrgovic beats Moses Itauma, I'll be like, you know what? It makes sense. Filip Hrgovic is battle tested. He's got experience. He's an Olympian. He's been in there with some big fighters. Do you know what I mean? He's been battered and bruised all over the goddamn ring, and he's come back. He's highly skilled. The guy can box, man. Please stop disrespecting Filip Hrgovic. Stop it. If he loses against Moses Itauma, he loses because he wasn't the guy on the night. Itauma will be the best fighter on that night. Do you know what I mean? But for me, it just wouldn't be an upset if Filip Hrgovic was to beat Moses Itauma. I'm just keeping it real. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. Let me know, man. Is he crazy? This narrative that's doing the rounds, people are talking about, yo, it's going to be like a surprise or an upset if Hrgovic was to beat Moses Itauma. For me personally, no. I don't think so. I really don't think so. With the record of Hrgovic, with his experience and everything he's been through, really and truly, he should be beating a Moses Itauma. He should be beating a Moses Itauma. I don't care what Moses Itauma possesses, the speed, the power, whatever it is. Filip Hrgovic, with his experience, he should be able to navigate that. Look, he might get caught with a big shot. He might get put to sleep. It happens. It's heavyweight boxing. But I expect Filip Hrgovic here to handle himself like the experienced fighter that he is, the ring IQ that he possesses. I expect him to show that come the 29th of August, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. Are you in the same mindset of that if Hrgovic was to beat Moses Itauma, is an upset? Or do you think like it's just normal? Like, he's the experienced fighter. He's been there, done that. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got the battle scars. If he was to beat Moses Itauma, it's just normal. He's meant to beat the prospect, however talented the prospect is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people, man. Let me know. I really, want to hear what you guys have to say about all this. Also, do me a big favor, my people. Smash the likes. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead, subscribe as well. And if you're watching on mobile, please hype up the channel. It'll really help us with the algorithm. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.